What is up, you guys? So, you probably have noticed that there has been a lack of both photos on social media as well as videos since the Japan vacation. And a lot of that has to do with a lot of the clutter that you're seeing here. We have been just embroiled in all sorts of plumbing projects since I've returned from vacation, namely replacing a lot of return pumps. So there's a couple of systems here that have new return pumps. This guy here, which is what we call set 4, it was the 4th system that was installed. We now use a Ecotech L1 return pump on every single system. So a lot of it, well, I guess a lot of the delay and a lot of us being busy is just plumbing all of this fun stuff together and getting it all organized and up and running. Originally, the pump that was on this system, I'll show you, was over here. It was this guy and a Walkie 70. And this thing really did work great. We bought it used probably 8 years ago, something crazy like that. And it still works. It still works fine. It was just like loud because we just kind of let it go into a little bit of neglect and disrepair. So I bet if we just polished this guy up, it would return back to like perfect functioning condition. But I was also trying to like lower our electrical usage, and generally speaking, the Ecotech pumps are quite a lot less energy consuming than these, which I don't know if you can read there. We'd say it's like a 1/4 horsepower, so 2.9 amps. Yeah, plenty hungry when it comes to the electricity. This is a 70, and it's the Japanese motor. The other thing that we did was we were removing a lot of the, what are those things called? The reflow pumps, because we were getting all sorts of issues with corrosion. And so we had a huge one down below here that we plumbed one of the Ecotechs to. And it is not quite as powerful, obviously, as like I think like the Hammerhead Gold that we had down there, which is like, looks like it was 3 times the size. But surprisingly, it does run this entire system. This is set 5, the 5th and final system that we installed. It's about a little over 1,000 gallons, and there are 16 different outputs for the return. And it's all running off of that single pump. So yeah, clearly an L1 is more than enough to run a whole bunch of different types of systems if it's able to run this one. So yeah, pretty happy so far. And really, I hope that these pumps last a good long time, because I don't really want to go through the process of replacing all of them again. But, and please mind the murkiness here, because I just had to balance out the salt, and so a lot of it is still kind of murky. But the reason why we're kind of low on water is because we also had to remove the reflow pump that's located here, which has been since replaced by an Walkie. And so far so good on this guy. No crazy leaks or anything, because whenever you're replacing one size pump with another, you kind of have to get really creative about replumbing just the dimensions. You know, everything's going to be different. So luckily, this guy did go in pretty smoothly here. No complaints. But that's pretty much it. I mean, we've just been plumbing and plumbing and plumbing, so my hands are all raw from kind of doing all these different projects. And of course, there's like goofy stuff that happens. Like this particular valve in the middle has a defect in it, and it is dripping. So I thought it was just an O-ring or something, but it's unfortunately not quite that simple. We took it apart, cleaned it, replaced the parts, cleaned it again. Still didn't work. So I'm probably going to have to replace that whole valve. But then again, it's leaking right into there, so it's not a big deal. Anyway, that's a quick update. I'm going to be doing a video next on probably just on our substrate choice. because I don't know if you've noticed at all, but lately we've gone to using a sand substrate into these bottom tubs. And that is because we've been pretty impressed with how well they've held up as far as just staying nice and clean, because we don't go back in there and stir these up or anything, and they stay nice and white. I'll show you a couple other tanks that we've been working on a little bit. But yeah, they all have these substrates now, and so far so good with that. So anyway, that does it for here. Next weekend, we're going to be doing our next live sale. So hopefully we'll see you for that. Take care, guys.